762,849th cycle, somewhere near Canis Major. As the shuttle slows for approach, I can finally observe the damage. Hundreds of ships strung out all over the repair station, UNS Montana. All have damage, some nearly split in half. Ships still venting, listing. I have no idea how they made it back through the Sigma slipgate, but the humans routinely operate outside of normal safety limits. They need the ships. I observe their pride and joy, the supercarrier UNS Alexandria. Just completed right at the beginning of the reckoning. It's participated in every major UNS engagement, flying 8 battle stars and 26 painted Amit ships, to include 2 dreadnoughts, decorates its side. The once proud flagship is completely smashed. One of its 2 massive interior runways is simply missing, along with most of its starboard side. Reports indicates if it doesn't get scrapped, it can add another 2 dreadnoughts to its count. If this is what the humans call a victory, I wonder what defeat looks like. The last image I see before I enter the darkness of the station are thousands of insects with fire in their hands crawling over a hole. There was no reason I should be here, none besides Ambassador Kujanli. 10 cycles ago, when the humans stumbled across the horizon line, she was their first contact, not anyone in the Council's choice. She was still a junior representative, sent to a relative backwater, initially only negotiating with Jengarian pirates. The only reason she wasn't completely fired from government service after the military was her wealthy god investors. She made the initial alliance offering. Maybe that's why she didn't leave when asked to, when begged to, when ordered to. She still had more time on the job than me. I'm reminded once again how unimportant I am, how unimportant my government finds this so-called alliance. The humans did their part. Now they scream into the vacuum begging for help for a full cycle, with silence being their only answer. Until now. As I step out of the shuttle, I am greeted with a full military contingent, and standing in the center is Ambassador Kujanli, completely missing her 4th arm. She looks pissed. For the future, I state, and offer my 3rd arm as is customary. She doesn't move, just stares. I observe her uniform, not one of ours, but a human's modified. On her shoulders are 2 metal bars. Her chest is covered with bits of colour and metal. One sticks out. It is a bronze-coloured cross with an unusual craft, with sails in the middle. She growls, turns around, and gestures me to follow her down the hallway. We had to be sure, you see. That's why I came. One of our long-range satellites picked up an encrypted signet when cracked, indicating Kujanli completely violated her oath of neutrality as an ambassador. The bits we were able to glean mentioned Kujanli being part of something called Devgru, which managed to board and commandeer an Amit ship. If the Amit found out, they would retaliate with a soul killer. Not that we are not at war, because of course we were. A war the humans followed us into because, well, that's what we asked. Ambassador Kujanli led me into a side hallway, then immediately started berating me. "What in the ever-loving fuck are you doing here?" she stated. Not knowing what half those words meant, I just looked at my hands. "Ambassador, you must understand the situation you put us in. It is far too dangerous. The Amit have soul killers. You know what that means for our people. If they find out one, even if one of the ACF fought, that would start the end of term." With a voice clouded by rage, Kujanli said, "We asked them, Kadan. I asked them. They agreed, not knowing who we are, what we can do. They went without knowing what we were asking of them. How could they know we go to war every 500 cycles just to pay the tax? That we don't even fight? Because against soul killers, what's the point? We asked them to do it for us to remove our regeneration pods from Caladan 4. That's all. That's all it was. There were only 10 fucking pods on the planet. What's 10 pods? We are 30 trillion. Now getting angry myself, I began to say, 10 is life, Kujanli. 10 precious regenerations. The knowledge of just 10 souls is thousands upon thousands of cycles. Surely to go this far, the humans must have a version of this technology. Some backup, some way to continue, some cold storage. To get this far, To build these monuments, they would have had to. Right, Kajanli? They would have to. I've realized I've struck a nerve. Kajanli reaches for her missing arm. Her eyes start to water and she turns away. A young sailor with medical tape surrounding his left eye walks up and awkwardly coughs. Kajanli turns around and the sailor salutes. Captain KJ, it's nearly time. I'm sorry, ma'am. Of course. Thank you, Jensen. I'll see you there, says Kajanli. She looks back to me. You want to see their fucking pods? Kajanli escorts me into the interior of the station, where she takes me to a massive hangar. It seems like it could probably store the entire UNS Alexandria. Kajanli touches her cross, says words I can't hear, breathes heavily, and opens the door. From what I could see, the entire hangar was covered by pods. Thousands and thousands of pods. I want to stop and say, see, I told you, but Kajanli keeps walking. I try to keep up. I quickly realize something is wrong. When one of the Aesir gets reformed, it is a joyous occasion, another glorious cycle, another chance to learn, to create, to try again. There are songs, dances. The family holds hands around the pod, giving blessings. They are returning. Lessons learned in past life can now be used in this life, ever expanding our reach into the stars. I don't hear songs. As we walk, I occasionally see sailors kneeling, some crying, some placing crosses or crescent moons on the pods. I see glimpses, hear promises, prayers, secrets. I'll make sure she gets it. I promise. I'll kill them. I swear to you, I will fucking kill them all. O Father, grant his family today, and in the days hereafter, peace and comfort, and the glory of his service to his fellow man, and in the knowledge he sells with you, O Lord, our Maker and Protector. You remember, man? That night on Luna before shipping out? God damn that night. Christ, those men actually strippers. How many times did I tell you to wrap that shit up? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, God, I'm sorry. Don't you fucking hear me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have to shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Please shut up. It feels like we walked for miles when we finally stopped. Kajanli kneels down in our way, places her arms around the pod, says the kindering, and starts weeping. She gets up, takes off the bronze cross and places it gently on the pod. A pit opens up in my gut. I can barely breathe. They are gone. They are all gone. For us. I run out of the room and end up on an observation deck. I feel 3 hands on my back. It's the ambassador standing next to me, eyes red. We both stare into the infinite. Off to the left, I see the massive Alexandria, at the head of a broken armada, start moving toward the Sigma slipgate. Back to the Amit. The insects are still attached with fire in hand. Soon, one by one, but in short order, a flood. We watch the pods get ejected from the hangar. Cannons fire as the pods keep filling the viewport. I turn away and close my eyes. Look at me! Fucking look at me! I open my eyes, staring at my feet, too ashamed to look the ambassador in the eyes. We can stop it. We have to stop it, I said. It's too late. It's far too late. They made promises to themselves and to their gods. Look at me! I slowly move my eyes up. You have to look straight at it. You have to look straight at all of it, or you have no business being here at all, the ambassador said. I nod and turn around to watch the infinite fill with stars.